went home and like curled my hair, and I'm about to get ready to do this product modeling thing. But I wanted to drop this thing off on you guys, okay? I don't feel too horrible because I spent the whole day like slaving and cleaning all day, so I'm not too mad about it. But I'll go in the morning. Anyways, what was I saying here? Okay, so the Most High speaks to me in other ways as well, not just through His Word, but in what we do. It's so crazy. How do I explain this without sounding like a nut job? Well, everything I say on this channel is probably going to sound like a nut job to someone who's not woke spiritually. But anyways, sometimes the Most High speaks to you through like the things that you do. Like for example, last summer when I was planting, he was teaching me how to grow my own food because he told me like that's something that I should start learning how to do. Like, learn about like different types of plants, how to grow my own food, stuff like that. And for some weird reasons, my tomatoes last summer was just not. Everything else grew but my tomatoes, and my green bell peppers were like just. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Anyways, like, and that was a message within itself about the tomatoes. Okay, I guess like the message was that summer I wasn't bearing enough fruit. And now I'm like, dang, everyone knows that tomatoes is a fruit. It's not a vegetable, which is funny because I thought it was. But anyways, long story short, so where am I going? Where am I going? Okay, here I am. I'm sorry, you guys. Like I'm just out of it. I have so much stuff to do, and I'm like, my mind is like, ugh. Anyways, um, so I was cleaning out my cabinets, and I had a whole bunch of stuff in my cabinets that like we were just not cooking. Like we don't really make a lot of pasta often. You know what I'm saying? And so we were just not cooking the pasta, and it was just sitting in the cabinet. And then I had some other stuff in the cabinet that we were just not like using, like the like tortillas, shells, or like whatever. Just like a whole bunch of stuff that could just totally go, you know, in the food storage area. So I was moving all of the food that we don't cook, from our cabinets into the food storage area, right? I'm in the middle of a video, sweetheart. Okay, well, you should be sleeping anyway, so being bored should not be an issue. Okay, you can put that in the room. I'll be in there in a minute.
I'm saying that there's nothing under here. It's just washed earlier.
Okay, well, you should be sleeping by now anyway. I'll be in there in a couple minutes, Razio. Okay. My son's like, I'm bored. I'm like, well, it's bedtime. Of course you're gonna be bored. Anyways, where was I? So we were moving all of the food into the food storage area that we don't eat, right? And after I cleaned out the cabinets and I organized, like the pasta sauces with the pasta sauces, and like the tortillas shells with all the tortilla shells, and or like whatever, like, needed to go with where the seasonings with the seasonings. I noticed that there was so much space in my cabinet. I'm like, wow, like after we moved everything out that we did not need, or that we didn't use often, it was like a lot of space, right? It was like a lot of space. I was like, okay, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Aldi, and I'm gonna go spend $100 on some stuff. Like $100 at Aldi is like, psh, that's half the store. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real. Anyways, so I went and spent $100 at Aldi, and I came back and filled my cabinets up with some stuff that my kids might like, and also like some shells and macaroni and cheese. Like they love that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, and I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, like, all we've been occupying these cupboards with, stuff that we just were not like really using. You know what I'm saying? And it was like this whole time we could have, like cleared this space out to have new things that we would actually use that would be beneficial to us. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, wow, that's a whole message within itself, like make room, right? And I felt like the Holy Spirit was trying to tell me that, you know what I'm saying? Like make room. And so I'm like, sometimes I second guess myself, like, oh, that's probably just me trying to be like extra spiritual, I'm trying to spiritual make everything all extra spiritual, but it wasn't, because later on today I received a confirmation about what I was thinking about my cabinets. Like the Most High is telling you to make room. And so I was like, wow, like this is the message, like make room, you know what I'm saying? So whatever's in your life right now, the Most High wants you to make room for what he wants you to have. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say for example, if you're in like a bad relationship or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And knew that you've been needing to leave this girl or leave this guy, forever, because you know that the Most High has a new man or a new woman for you. It's time to make room. It's time to skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? Or if you know that, the Most High has been wanting you to, start work. He has a better position for you somewhere else, but you've been working the same trash paying job, but you know that there's jobs that pay way more. The Most High wants you to make room for that new job. You know what I'm saying? Or he wants you to make room for that new home, or like that new friendship. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you're hanging around like people who gossip and just don't really do anything much with their life, and you know that you're tired of living like that and it's time for you to elevate, you know what I'm saying? The Most High wants you to make room for new friends that can help you elevate, that can give you like ideas on how to start a business on, or like, tips on like where to even begin, you know what I'm saying? And how to build a business with little to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I built mine. Sure, with nothing, So, long story short, the Most High just wants you to start making room for what he has for you instead of what you want for yourself. Because if you choose what the Most High has for you instead of what you want for yourself, you are not gonna regret what the Most High has for you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, man, I'm so glad I dropped that, that person off where I left them, and I'm so glad that I quit that job because now I got a way better paying job, and I'm so glad that I decided to start my own business and hang around with some friends who would help me start my business with little to no money. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that like you're just gonna be finding yourself saying that all the time, like, man, I'm so happy I did that. Man, I'm so happy. And so, even though this message, I received this message just by organizing my kitchen cabinets, it was definitely a message from the Most High, like, just make room. Like somebody needs to hear this. Start making room for what Yah has for you. Okay? Like, start letting go of the old, out with the old and with the new. It's time for some new things, some new surroundings, some new people, some new vibes. You know what I'm saying? Positive new energy. Like, get away from it. If you know that you got a drinking problem and you know you want to quit, don't hang around people who drink. Find some sober friends. Learn how to have fun sober. You know what I'm saying? If you want to save money and you tired of spending all your money on weed, find you some friends that don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I bet you save all the money in the world because you don't have to share your blunt or your bag with anybody or however you do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm only saying that because when I was younger, I used to do the same stupid stuff too. So I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying. But, like, just start making room for the new. Get rid of the old. Get rid of the old toxic routines of kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, start being more, like, start making different decisions. Even me, like, I'm making new decisions. Like, very, very, very transparent moment here. And I already know I'm about to get judged, but it's all right. People judge me, like, just for waking up in the morning, okay? Like, she woke up. Like, I could breathe wrong, like, she breathed wrong, you know? So it's like whatever. But anyways, very transparent moment. So the Most High is teaching me order. Okay. Like, and it sucks that he's like, I'm just now learning this, but I'm learning, like, when I say order, I mean absolutely, not in some things, in everything, because God likes order. He likes order. And I see why, because when you do things with order, everything just runs so smooth. Like, it's not chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Everything just runs smooth. Like, one thing that I will say that I always understood, like, was to always make sure that my son had, like, his clothes picked out in the morning. And this is just an example. I already understood this part. But, like, I would always make sure my son has his clothes picked out in the at night before he goes to school, because it just ran smooth like that. It wasn't like that every night. I'm not going to act like I'm perfect, but most of the time I've always made sure that my son had his clothes picked out the night before, just so the next day would run smoothly. That's an example. Like, that's the type of order that the Most High likes. He likes for things to be, like, done like so. You know what I'm saying? But there was one thing that I wasn't always doing. Like, I never really always set a budget for, like, where I'm going. And he's teaching me how to do that. Like, I went to the bank the other day and I said, I'm going to go to Aldi and spend only $100. And so what he did was, like, I went to, why are you, aren't you, you can't sleep? What's wrong? It's too hard for you to sleep? You want to pray? Okay, give me like 1 minute, okay? I'm going to wrap this up, you guys, because my son is like, I'm not trying to go to sleep. Come here.
Yeah, I'm trying to go.
No, right here.
There?
Right here. No, you can't come in the camera, though. Come on. Down. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you sleep?
Because I'm tired. It's hard for me to sleep in. Like, it's so...
It's not feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
You can lay on me until I'm done, okay?
Okay.
So I went to the bank, or not, I went to an ATM and grabbed just $100. Now, normally, sometimes when I go out and I say I'm going to spend a certain amount, I would always overspend that. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to spend $100, and I'll go to Target, and then my total would be like $246.88. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, I'm learning how to stick with what I said I was going to spend, like, which is, so that's why I went to the bank or the ATM, took that 100 out, left my card in the car, and went in the store with that. Now, if I went over that, whatever else, I'm not getting. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up spending only $96 that day. You know? Like, order. You know what I'm saying? Like, in sticking to the drill, sticking to the budget, just sticking to things. Setting a goal and setting a boundary for something and sticking to it. That's what the Most High is teaching me right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he likes order. And so, just make room. You know what I'm saying? And for the new, and also be receptive to change. I'm definitely learning change. You know, like, I'm learning how to be more strict. You know what I'm saying? With or just like being like sticking to the plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I've been on. It's been a lot of growth around here, you guys. Like, I've been practicing self-development, growth, checking my attitude, checking, my response to things, like, just being okay with the new, making room for the new, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. You know what I'm saying? Being more strict and sticking to the things that I say I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's just what the Most High was telling me. Just, like, Make room for the new. It's not just new materialistic things. It could be a new mindset. You know what I'm saying? Make room for a new mindset. Be receptive. Here comes the other one. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. No kids in the camera, but you can lay on me.
What is Riley doing?
He's laying on me because he doesn't want to go to bed. You want to lay on me too? Okay. Yeah, let's just lay on mommy. Sorry, guys. Mom's like this big cuddly cuddle bear tonight. My kids just want to lay on me. I'm about to go put them to sleep because they don't want to go to sleep on their own. We're going to pray. Wish me luck. I'm going to try to dread their hair tomorrow. If not, they're going to a shop. Anyways, be receptive to change, you guys. Make room for the new. Be okay with the new. Accept the new. Embrace the new. Love the new. Remove the old. Get rid of the old things that no longer serve you. Okay? If it's not serving you, let it go. Let it go. It's time out for the old things. It's time out. It's time out, okay? I just wanted to hop on here and just drop that off on somebody. Like, I know somebody out there is just, like, tired of the same old. Like, yeah. I'm just done with the same old, right? Anyways, I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Y'all willing. Peace.